What is up guys, King Drizzy here, and welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. In today's video, I am going to be sharing my honest opinion of the Imaginarium Theater event, and we're going to be going over how it works. We're not going to go too deep into it. I will be covering some of the basics, because the game already does a pretty good job at telling you uh, the mechanics of how it works. So anyways, let's get right into it. Honest opinions. First of all, I love it. It is pretty unique in a way. It's definitely more endgame content for a no lifer like me, who has, I think, over 6,000 hours on this game and have pretty much logged on almost every single day since I first started playing. But yeah, it definitely did offer a challenge at first. That's right, at first. But it still does offer a pretty good challenge to me. Um, Overall, I do like the mechanics of how it's supposed to be like a theater performance and how you are only limited to certain characters, the ones that you choose and the ones that the Imaginarium Theater offers up. I also like how it's separated into acts, similar to the Abyss, where it's separated into floors and chambers. So first off, where is the Imaginarium Theorem located? So if you go into the Favonius headquarters and you go through this door, it's going to be on the bottom of the library. It's going to be right next to Elon Musk right there. And once you go inside, you'll be greeted with a cutscene. Obviously, for me, I've already went inside, so there's not going to be any cutscenes. But you are treated to this enormous but yet small, comfy room. Now, in this room, you're pretty much going to be locked as ether throughout the entire thing. It's going to treat it as if it was a domain. So unfortunately, you can't really take any pictures here, or at least through the Genshin Impact camera. But as you can see here, there's a whole lot of things you can interact with once you actually go in here for the first time. Here is where you're going to be entering the Imaginarium Theater. It's going to be this book on the table. But before that, we're going to meet the NPC of this place, Wolfie. He's pretty much going to be your attendant. He's going to be attending you. He's pretty likable, to be honest. I like the dude. And over here, we're going to have the fortune slip. You can actually draw these, and I still don't actually know what these are meant for. I did it when it pretty much told me like a story. Over here, we have this chest. I'm pretty sure this chest does have some significance. I think if you do this for the first time, you can. I think you might have to talk to Wolfie about it, but he gives you the options to, like, I think open this chest. And I've never done it, but yeah. And then over here, if you don't like the music that's playing, that's right, you can change the music. There, you can't change it to whatever music you want, only the ones that are in the rotation. But as you can see, there's actually quite a few songs here. Some of these are from Mondstadt, some of these are from Liyue, some of these are from Sumeru. But yeah, I chose Melody of the Hitting Seed. Hi there, Wolfie. And yeah, so with that being said, let's jump right into this. So here we have the main menu, and as you can see, we have supporting cast, best performance, performance prep, and reward preview. Let's jump into supporting cast. Now, in supporting cast, these are pretty much the characters that you're allowed to pretty much not give to your friends, but they can use those characters that you have selected. As you can see, I have the first top row. I don't know why Sucrose is there, to be honest. But yeah, these are my 7 characters that I have chosen for my friends to use while they're trying to complete the Imaginarium Theater event. Or not, it's not an event, it's an actual, like, permanent thing in the game. But yeah, as you can see here, I think the character has to be above level 60 for you to choose them. And so yeah, let's go to the best performance. This will pretty much just tell you a history of the attempts you have made. As you can see here, I've already attempted this on hard mode. We're going to be attempted it in hard mode 2 again for this review. But as you can see here, it'll tell you all the things like, the amount of Fantasia flowers you used and all that stuff, all the characters you used, alternate cast and opening characters. We'll go over that in a bit. But yeah. Reward preview. This gives you a lot of primo gems when you complete this for the first time. As you can see, just completing this for the first time, you get, 60, 60, 100, 60, 60, 100, 60, 20. And as you can see here for this one, look at all those rewards. I think you can get around 1,000, more than 1,000 Primo Gems for sure. I think 1,700, no, 1,500 around there. Almost, I think, almost an entire temple. But yeah, let's go to performance prep. You can count the rewards preview if you want to. As you can see here, you'll be greeted with three modes you can do: easy, normal, and hard mode. Each of these modes have their requirements to perform. For example, the character, you must select 10 characters to participate in the challenge. Characters must be level 60. Depending on which one, for example, I think in hard mode it has to be above level 60. Actually, yeah, see, hard mode you have to be level 70. And you can only invite one supporting cast character. As you can see here, these are the characters that are currently in the opening thing. Is going to be the same for everyone, I think. As you can see, mine's are Arlecchino, Toma, Cloran, Shinobu, Wanderer, and Faruzan. However, as you can see, my from the list of my characters, Toma and Faruzan are not available because they're not level 70. So it's giving me the option to select the trial characters. Every other character that I have, they're mines and they're above level 70. Also, you can actually go to equipped configuration. This just basically means equipping the just changing your character's weapons, artifacts, and all that stuff. But that's really about it for character configuration. There's not really anything special about that. Also, you can't configure like Toma and Farazan if they are trial characters. Here we have special guest stars and available characters. Now, as you can see up there, it is again a pretty good example of special guest stars. As you can see here, from the available characters, only Animal, Electro, and Pyro user characters above level 70 for hard mode are available. However, special guest characters bypass that, and as you can see here, it gives me Hatham, Baiju, um, Siege Wing, and unfortunately, I don't have Rice Lee, so you know, sucks to suck. Anyways, as you can see here, it just gives me all the characters that I have that are at level 70 and above. And also you can see on your primary antagonist, you'll see the bosses that you'll have to fight. Also, yes, you can invite a character from one of your friends. As you can see here, some of these people have, Kazuha and Miko and then all the other, Sucrose. And you can actually also preview the characters so you can see if they are a good option. We'll preview this Fishu from my friend here. Not really a friend, I just accepted his invite. As you can see here, you can see their artifacts, their weapons, constellation, talents, and I think you can also see like their overall details like crit rate, crit damage, and all that jazz. For this though, we're not going to be selecting any supporting uh, character. Also, one thing I forgot to mention, you can choose a maximum of 12 characters for the alternate cast. That's right, 12. So if you don't have 12 characters, I would advise you not to do the hard mode. I'm not even sure if it allows you to do the hard mode if you don't have the necessary characters. But yeah, you can see here, I have a lot of characters. I can easily get up to 12. And yeah, once you finish selecting all of your characters, you will be pretty much go to the challenge. I will tell you which opening characters and alternate cast. Um, and as you can see here, we have the actual uh, you know options. As you can see, we're in Act 1, which means that we are in the first stage pretty much. Again, the game does a pretty good job at telling you things. And as you can see here, from here, we have Battle Normal, Battle Elite Assault, which is just a harder version of Battle Normal. We have Champion Select and Champion Random. Also, you'll have these purple flowers. I'll just call them purple flowers and stuff. But they actually have a name and stuff, and you can use those, and they're pretty much act as the currency in this challenge. As you can see here, champion select takes 80, champion random takes 80 as well, and then battle normal and battle elite assault also they'll give you. Now the cool thing is that the battles, they will tell you what enemies you'll be facing up against. You can do this by just clicking on it. You won't be selecting it right away. You can just preview it. For example, if we take a look at Battle Elite Assault, you will see in the opponent's detail list the opponents that will be facing up against, and if you go to Battle Normal, you can see that it will have different opponents. And champion select, it's pretty much what it is. You get to select a champion, although you don't necessarily get to choose the champion. For example, here he says here, choose one character to join the principal cast from two random pyro characters. That's right. And then currently I have 5 pyro alternate cast members remaining, which means I have 5 pyro characters available from the alternate cast. And then for champion random, you will choose one character to join the principal's cast from 2 random characters. And this one, in general, it will just give you 2 characters from the entire alternate cast member. Um, you won't have to choose between the elements if it gives you one. For example, some of them might just give you choose 2 animal characters. This one does not. It's just literally random. You can get anything. So if you know what pyro units you have, that's great. But with random, you really just could get anything else. Anyways, let's hop into a normal battle. Also, one more thing I want to add is that at the bottom, you will have refresh events. This pretty much gives you a brand new set of um, cards, I would say. They're not really cards, but you know what I mean. Like, the 4 main options that you have. You only have 2, and they carry out throughout the entire performance. So it's not just for Act 1 and like Act 2 you'll get another 2. No. The entire 2 refresh events will be for the entire performance. As you can see, I did get a new card from Champions event. Now this one will choose one character to join the principal cast from 6 random characters. So I'm pretty sure, and it costs pretty much 100 purple flowers. So this will pretty much give you more options, but in for a bigger price. You got a free the free mystery catch. Now from the mystery catch, you may select one of 2 mystery catches. Uh, Once you click on this though, once get to the screen, it's irreversible. You have to choose one. Luckily, this one's free. The other ones are not. The ones like I also gave you an option like this, they are not free and they will lock you in here and you have to choose one. Now, as you can see here, we also got Wondrous Boon. Now, I will explain Wondrous Boon later. For now, it's not too important. You really shouldn't be wasting your purple flowers this early on. So let's go ahead and jump into a normal battle. Now, in a normal battle, you can actually in early stages you won't really get challenges, but once you actually load into the actual arena, you'll be greeted with this beautiful um pretty much like theater area, and you'll be seen with this key. Go to it to begin the performance, and here is where things differ a lot from the Abyss. As you can see here, we have our principal cast, which are the main characters that we saw, including Farazan and Toma. And as you can see, they have 2, I would just call them lightning strikes. These pretty much signify the uses that each character gets, so each one gets 2. And you really want to be tactical in which characters you choose, and which characters to get rid of. For example, I chose Faruzan and Toma because I know that when it comes to the child characters, they really aren't the best. But yeah, apart from that, this will pretty much progress as a normal challenge. We also have a bonus here if we defeat all the opponents within 75 seconds. Uh, but yeah, let's skip to the end. Now, once you finish the fight, as you can see here, all of my characters lost a usage, which means that I can only use them once before they are permanently gone from the cast, which means you won't be able to use them again unless we'll go over that in a bit, but there is a way to bring a character back. But as you can see here, I did all my challenges, defeat all opponents, defeat two opponents using normal attacks, and then defeat all opponents within 75 seconds. The main ones you really want are the two top ones, the ones that actually give you the, I think they're called the fantastic flowers or fanatic flowers. But yeah, as you can see here, also, once you perform a uh, performance successfully, you will be given a character from your alternate cast or primary cast, doesn't really matter. But yeah, you'll be given them. It will be a random one, doesn't matter which one it is. But yeah, now Wander's Boon is pretty much a certain buff you could get. For example, here also I like how they added a brief description because some of the descriptions are long. For example, in Lightning Focus, the description is pretty long. I hate reading. And yeah, if we turn on brief descriptions, as you can see, the descriptions all get pretty simplified and stuff. But yeah, all of these will offer different buffs. Anyways, let's go over to a Battle Elite Assault, which is just a harder version of a Battle Normal. And then for this challenge, we're actually going to be getting rid of some characters that we won't be able to use anymore, like Faruzan and Toma here. But as you can see here, before you start anything, you can actually see your challenges up there and performance goals. Defeat all opponents, bonus challenges, trigger melt reaction 5 times. Holy crap. Also, one thing I do want to go over is once you have spent enough time in the area, as you can see right there, I actually got a debuff where I would get struck by lightning. And this happens when you spend just too much time on this challenge, and eventually it's going to get harder and harder. But as you can see here, I just did not get the the last one, which doesn't really matter. It's just mostly for like just performance, not really anything that would impact the game. As you can see here, I got Alhaitham. Every 3 acts, however, you will pretty much be greeted with a Banner Cinematic Showdown, or just look at where your acts are, and then wherever it has like that little scary skull will pretty much signify when you're at the Battle Cinematic Showdown. This will pretty much be a boss fight, and as you can see here, I got the giant vegetable chicken, and again, it even tells you which characters are good against it. Electro characters have a great advantage here. As you can see here, Toma and Faruzan are no longer in the roster. I have to choose a completely different team. And similar to a normal act, it's going to reward you with, purple flowers and a new character that you could use now. Now, once you complete a cinematic showdown, you'll be given a thing called a toy coin. This pretty much allows you to pretty much gather the Spian tricks, which are pretty much like poses for your characters to do. Some of them are really, really cool, like we're about to see here. But yeah, it's pretty much like poses your characters can do when you're taking a photo with the in-game camera. As you can see here, we have Raiden's pose. Each one of these characters will have their own unique pose. Raiden's is obviously the best one here since she's holding her weapon. Then we have, Jean holding a dandelion, uh, and Noelle with her elegancy, and then every single character will have their own unique, um, poses. Also, when you're doing this challenge, you would have random characters that you have selected scattered throughout the room. You'll only 4 of them will spawn at a time, and you can actually have brief conversation with these characters. Um, it won't be like a full on conversation. So it'll just say, not generic text, text line, but they will have voice lines and stuff, and they will say something sort of something relevant to the challenge. But that's about it. Just pretty much brief conversations. Nothing too special. You won't get any like hidden lore or stuff, I think. Now, the fourth act will always be a battle defense sequence. This pretty much floor 11 of the Abyss, where you have to protect a monolith. And in here, actually, it's way more challenging, especially if you don't have the right characters. For example, there are two here. We have this one with treasure hoarders, and then we have this one with I'm just gonna call them trolls because um obviously we're gonna be going with the treasure hoarders. Also, there's a Fatui agent inside. Um, but yeah, the thing about this is that it's definitely gonna get way more difficult. It's way more difficult than the Abyss, because obviously normally with the Abyss you would choose the characters you would get or you would use for this type of challenge. And here, no, you're just given what characters you were offered. Once you complete this challenge, you'll pretty much be given the same rewards, a new character, and then depending if you already used the character twice, that character can no longer be used. Now here we ran into interesting scenario. As you can see, I only have three characters. If I were to do this, the performance would end right here. That's right, you need four characters available. Otherwise, you cannot continue and it will force you to end. Which is why champion select is such an important thing here. You really want to be using these when you have enough purple flowers. As you can see here, I will be using two. And this is also a great um, chance here to show you both of them. We have the normal and random. Now, when you're actually selecting champions, you will eventually come across this text saying, too few alternate cast members, one, only choose one from the remaining characters. Now, what this basically means is that because it's giving me two random animal characters, but I don't have any more animal characters to choose from other than Jean, it will pretty much just give me Jean directly if I were to choose this option. But from random champions, I still have four casts remaining. As you can see, Jean is one of them. We're not going to be choosing Jean because I actually want to show you exactly what it looks like if you were to choose, champion select. But as you can see here, I'm just going to be choosing pretty much a bunch of champions. Also, you have this rare chance of having an external audience support. In this case, I was refunded 25 Fantasia flowers. That's their name. Which means that I get 25 back from spending them on you know getting a champion. So yeah, this could happen randomly. This could also happen to Wandering Boon. I'll probably have some clip of that in here, I think, hopefully. As you can see right here, I was choosing a Wondrous Bloom and Child, which was the external audience support. Managed to enhance it, going it from 10% to 15% elemental damage and physical damage bonus for 15 seconds after. So yeah, this can happen randomly. Also, I forgot to mention, but this will be your second boss or bosses. It will be these two guys, and the thing about them is that you have to defeat them at the same time, or not the same time, but within the same amount of time before the other one regens and heals back. Or they won't heal back to full health, but they will definitely heal back. Now here we're gonna go and see, for example, yep, only Jean. It would only offer me Jean, so there's no other choice here. Now here's a cool little thing about the last two fights. As you can see, the last two acts will have this beautiful arena. I just want you guys to take it in. The music is amazing and the scenery is just amazing. But anyways, yeah, it's really amazing. The one thing is you can't take pictures in here because it's considered a domain. Mihoyo, please make this an area we can at least access to in normal free roam. It would be awesome to take pictures here. Now, in my case, it won't give me another um cast member because I already have all cast members in my principal cast. So I can't get any more cast members from the alternate list. The only way to do that is for you to revive one, and that's if you get lucky with one of the Wonders Bloom or Mystery catches. I actually don't know which one it comes from. I don't remember where it is. But yeah, you can get one. And for your final boss, you'll have these two. If you've done the Spiral Abyss recently, these two will be just familiar for familiar. It pretty much acts the same way as in here from the Abyss. Nothing too special going on with them. So yeah. Once you complete the whole performance, all of the 8 acts on hard mode, you'll be pretty much treated to a credit scene here for the performance. It will tell you, for example, here, superstar, best actor slash actress, highest damage dealt was Raiden Shoken at 69,000. Nice, 180. We have superstar sold out, and then indestructible. I think the superstar sold out was most opponents defeated. Hu Tao received the most damage taken. Total character appearing 17, and we also get team that completed the performance the fastest, which was this team. Let's see what else we get. We also get for supporting cast, and which was none, and then we get the Fantasia flower usage, which was 820. And then here we get character list, and as you can see here, it tells you what characters you used during each act. Act 1 was Colorant, Oma, Wander, and Faruzan, and so on and so on. And you also get to see if you got that symbol, which you pretty much get for doing the star challenge. Fortunately, I didn't get all of them. And it tells you, your total performance duration. For me, it was 10 minutes. For you, it might have been an hour or so. Don't know. And yeah, apart from that, that's pretty much it for the theater, uh, Imaginarium Theater. So anyways, guys, I hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I did. It was the first video I've actually made in a while now. So if you could leave a like and subscribe, it would mean a whole lot to me. And yeah, I'll catch you all in the next one. Also, cool little Easter egg before I go. Once you come into this room for the first time, if you go to this closet, there is a Legends of Narnia Easter egg hidden here. You should definitely go see it for yourself. But apart from that, I will be signing off now.